Today, I want to talk about 5 tips to level up your beer drinking experience. The last one is by far my favorite tip, so make sure you stick around for that. Beer is such a diverse and subjective experience that the way you do things can really impact and move the needle on your enjoyment level. So with that being said, let's kick this off. Number 1. Always pour your beer into a glass. I know that sounds bougie, but it really does make a difference. Pouring your beer into a glass can release some aromas and aerate the flavors so that you have a more pleasant and flavorful experience. That's why sometimes when you go to a bar or restaurant, you have a beer and you absolutely love it. Just to go to the beer store and buy it, take it home, and it doesn't quite have the same impact. As a bonus tip, if you want to take that to the next level, make sure you're drinking out of the right glass for the style of beer. And if you're saying, Anthony, I don't know what the right glass is, then you haven't been paying attention to our short series on different types of beer glasses. It's all sub 1 minute videos designed to just introduce you to everything beyond the pint glass. We do Teku glasses, Weissen glasses, even oversized wine glasses. These are all great choices depending on the style of beer you're drinking. Number 2. Drink it at the right temperature. Unless you have a dedicated beer fridge that's temperature controlled, this can be a little difficult. And I'm not trying to make you look silly by holding a thermometer up to your beer until it gets to the right temperature. But here's a chart that I made to kind of show you the optimal temperature that different styles should be drank at. You'll notice that in almost no instance that temperature is ice cold. Some beers are going to taste better when they begin to warm up a little bit. And no, I'm not advocating for drinking warm beer. I think that's gross. But warmer than what you might be used to could be the ticket to enhancing the flavor.
One for more flavor, please. Yup, here you go.
Number 3, find a great food pairing. Similar to wine, different beers pair well with different foods because the two flavors complement one another. Clashing flavors might make you think the beer tastes bad when in fact it's just butting heads with the food you chose. One of my favorite discoveries has actually been on Rogue Ale's cans. They began putting different food pairings you should try with specific beers. Now, it's going to be hard for me to pass on pretzels and peanuts because I love my salty snacks, but pairing prosciutto and cheese with this honey kolsch actually sounds pretty awesome. Number 4. Experiment. What you like and what I like are probably totally different things, and that's perfectly fine. Honestly, until I started this channel, I didn't like IPAs. I couldn't find any redeeming qualities in them. I didn't like that first 1 or 2 I tried and I just gave up on them. But once I started this, I decided to give them another try so that I could be fair to different breweries and beer drinkers. I started trying different IPAs and I've actually found quite a few that I really like. So this isn't to say that you need to do a complete 180 and start trying beers that you know you don't like. But once in a while, maybe take a sip and give it a try. After all, our taste buds do adjust over time. And ask your friends who like that style, what are some of the good gateway beers you should try? Which brings me to number 5. Enjoy beer with friends. If you don't have any friends, I'll be your friend. Go to the bar and make some new friends. Beer is meant to be a social drink. Countless times, beer has been enjoyable not because of the flavor, but because of who you shared it with. Sitting around a fire pit, talking and having a few beers, hanging out with mom and dad and laughing about who knows what. I have some fond memories of terrible beers because of the people that I shared them with. I'd love to hear some of your favorite bad beer, great night stories if you want to leave those in the comments. Now, as promised, here's a link to the video series regarding different types of glassware so you can see if one of those piques your interest for the style that you like, and you may want to add that to your glass cabinet. So there you have it. There's 5 tips plus a bonus tip pretty early on there, free of charge. I hope you enjoyed this. If you got any value out of this, liked what I had to say, please go ahead and like and subscribe and follow along for more content just like this one. Cheers and have a great night.